650 horsepower. Turn on Sport Plus mode, foot on the brake, foot on the accelerator pedal. Turn on launch mode activated. Wait. Jesus, mother of God, this is fast. 100, Jesus, my God. This is the Porsche Macan EV. And I know, it sounds strange. Porsche, SUV, electric car, in the same sentence. I know, but times have changed, and now we have this, an electric SUV from Porsche. They have developed the Macan, the Cayenne, and now they've launched the electric vehicle counterpart. So, is this car worth it? Is this a good car? Does it make sense? Should you buy it? It's a very, very expensive car. The turbo version that you can see right here costs around 120, 130,000 euros. So yes, today's video, I'm going to talk about if it's worth buying an electric vehicle costing more than a base 911 that you can get from the 991 generation. If you are excited, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about Porsche's new EV. Let's get started. You can notice the new design trends on the front. You have the new LED design as well as this new placement for the maximum beams. This is probably the newest looking part of this car in terms of the new Macan design. It's very different. It's very sharp with all the lines. You have entries for the air. These ones are real in the front, but you have one in the back that is actually fake. But in terms of downforce, this car produces a lot. You have lots of sharp lines here. You have a spoiler down here, which makes all of this produce a lot more downforce and grab this car to the ground, which is very, very heavy. But having all of this will allow it to be a lot more fun when driving it. Of course, this is with a key, a front trunk, and I want to show you guys. Again, let me just open it. This is a front trunk that you can open using your key. This one is pretty fun. You can put shopping bags right here. It has some space for that. You also carry your tool bag right here at the bottom, which has Velcro. Pretty cool. And yeah, it's not much more big than that. You cannot put any type of suitcase here. Maybe a backpack, nothing more. And yeah, you can put some water and nothing else. Again, this is an electric car. They don't have any type of engine. So yeah, you just close it up. That's it, the front trunk. If you want to drive the Porsche Macan Turbo fast, and believe me, you can, you simply turn up your driving mode to Sport or Sport Plus. And here the car enters on a stage where it's harder on the road, sharper, and engine makes more noise, especially a lot faster. It unlocks the full 600 horsepower that this car has, 640, and gives you all the speed that you may want from a high performance SUV. And yeah, this is a Porsche at the end of the day, so it will give you high precision on the bends, on the turns. Wherever you want to place this car, it will do it. And so it's a very, very, very fun car to drive. Driving fast, bends, turns, it responds. Do it like this. Watch out for the road. Go fast, accelerate, bends, turns, speed, everything that you may want. This car responds. And yeah, these very sinuous roads, these a little more dangerous to drive, but gives you all the adrenaline that you want. And having 640 horsepower on an SUV that weighs as much as a truck, it's kind of dangerous, but you will feel that the battery holds you down on the bends, on the turns. It won't fail you. This car is precision made. This car is almost like a Swiss watch. It's insane how Porsche does it. But this does not feel as heavy as it is. The steering wheel, everything is so fine-tuned to be the perfect car. And I cannot believe that Porsche actually did it. Porsche actually created an insane SUV that is so fast, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. At the end of the day, it's still a very livable SUV. And that's the magic that Porsche can create. Can create something that it's good at everything. From the side, this car looks the most familiar to the old Macan because it has the similar shape. It's weird. You know what I'm talking about. Whenever you look at the Macan, which is a Porsche, you will know already it's a Porsche. It has these wheels, which in this case the EV has it very close to the ends of the car, to the extremes of the car, to create the most amount of space inside. So you can see that the front wheel and the back wheel are almost at the end of the car, and they are pretty huge. So again, creating an illusion that the car is a bit smaller and giving you more space inside. You also have these extras, these paint extras. Is an extra, not on the turbo. This costs more. You also have this painted black right here. This also has the black back on all the chrome sides. So yeah. Oh, one thing that I want to show you is this right here. You have one on this side and one on the other. And of course, I need to open the car to show you. This one can only, oh no, it's this one, can charge fast charge at 270 kilowatts, and then the other one cannot. The other one can only charge at 11 kilowatts AC. this one can charge DC. You also have these wheels right here. These ones, they are 22 inches. They give you less range, but they look pretty awesome. Again, this is another extra that costs a ton of money by Porsche. And you also have the painted red clippers for the brakes, also pretty cool. And these are Goodyear tires, Eagle F1s, 22 inches, completely made for this car. Again, this is an awesome car that from this side looks more like the old Macan, but at the end of the day, it has a nice spice to it, and it's one of the best looking SUVs on the market. In my opinion, if you ask me, this is probably one of the only SUVs that I would buy for myself. I've been driving this car for 1 year. It's not my personal car, it's my father's car, but still, I've been driving it a lot. It has around 22,000 kilometers, and I gotta say, it's a joy to ride on and a joy to drive. So again, nice work Porsche from this side, looks awesome. I'm never tired of driving this car. It's so much fun, man. It's so much fun. It just responds, bends, turns, everything. This is the car to drive if you want to have fun and still have an SUV that is electric. There's no better car, there's no more precise car, there's no better built car. This is a Porsche, after all, and still gives you speed, gives you adrenaline, and it's all that you want on an SUV. That is also electric. If you were to weigh this car, you would find that it weighs around 2.5 tons. It's a very, very heavy car. Again, it's an SUV that is electric and has 100 kilowatts of battery capacity. So all of that gives you a very, very heavy car. But with one caveat, this car is very, very well tuned. Again, it's a Porsche. So whenever you're going to the road, you hit that brake pedal, it performs really, really well. It accelerates really, really fast. 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. That's insane for a car of this weight and size. This is a middle-class SUV, so it's not that big. It has around 4.6 meters, so it's not that big, and 60 centimeters. Again, it's not a 5-meter car. This is not a BMW Series 5, Series 7, so it's not that big. You'll find it's more like a GLC in terms of size and height, but I think it's the perfect size for a Porsche SUV. This is not a Cayenne car, this is more like a Macan. Although, if you look from the front, you will see that this does not look like the old Macan. No, this is a completely new design. Together with the Taycan, Porsche has redesigned their lineup, and they have now two cars, the sedan or the electric performance car, which is the Taycan. Now they have the family car, or for those that want a little bit higher ride, you have the Macan. In terms of looks, I think this one looks better than the Taycan, but in terms of sheer concept, I think that creating SUVs, electric now, they don't make that much sense, if you ask in my opinion, because they don't give you that much more comfort, that much more space, they just ride higher and they consume more electricity. Although this one is pretty fun and it's pretty comfortable to ride on. So let's take a look at the finest features of this car. Starting off with the wheels. And here, something funny. You have this red clip. It's an option, but you can paint it in any color. Because in Porsche, you can spec your car just the way that you want to. If you want it pink, you can have it pink. If you want it yellow, you can have it yellow. So this one is red, I think it's the best option. Don't ruin your Porsche. Another cool feature of this car is the glass right here. These are frameless glasses, so whenever I open up the door, the window pushes down to open it up, close it, bounces right up. Pretty cool. Another cool feature of this car is this Macan animation whenever you open it up. Looks pretty cool, and then opens it up for your heads-up display. Very, very cool. You see this right here? The Porsche symbol in black, and this one right here, and this one right here. You see, all of these black symbols from Porsche are part of the turbo pack. If you buy the turbo car, you get the black symbol on your Porsche. Pretty cool, and in my opinion, a cool distinction between the normal brokies and the ones that can buy the real Porsche. One of the advantages of having the turbo car in terms of the Macan 4, which is the base model, is that all of these expensive LEDs that you have right here, they are standard on the turbo car and an extra. If you know Porsche, you know that they actually charge a lot for the extras. You can spend like $40,000-$50,000 on extras, as you can see here on the configurator, but these are standard on this car because it's the turbo model. Most of the specs that you are seeing right here from the paint, which is this Venturina green, it's a new color from Porsche in the last year, I think. It's really, really nice. When the sun hits, it's like a very dark, mushy green. Whenever the sun hits another angle, it sounds like almost like a gray and looks more like a gray than it is green. But again, very expensive add-on for the Macan 4. These ones are matrix LEDs, really, really good. And then the spoiler, all of these extras that you have on the car, they are an extra for the Macan 4, very, very expensive. but they are standard on the turbo. One of the advantages of having the turbo, again, not just the extra performance, the 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds, not just that, not the 650 horsepower, not just that, but also the fun standard extras that you have right here. But now, let's take a look at the inside. When you enter the interior of the Macan EV, you realize why this car costs 150, 140,000 euros. Because it's all so premium. And nowadays, most cars, they are filled with plastic. They are filled with cheap, environmental friendly materials. But Porsche did not hold back. Again, this is still a Porsche. And so they have standards to meet. Everything has leather everywhere. Leather stitching. Obviously, this is always an extra on Porsche. And we will pay a lot of money for it. You have this sport chrono package on this car. Also very, very expensive, but has this amazing clock in the center that I love so much. Is in simply a Porsche symbol. Obviously, you have all the manual AC controls, still physical, and with insane switches. They have very, very, very good quality. They are so satisfying to press. And this is a full glass, or at least full plastic tab that you can press anywhere and turn on the AC, turn it off, and control all of the AC needs that you want right here very easily. You have the volume knob. So I think that Porsche built this interior to be very practical, not to be fancy, not to be going on with today's age of plastic screens, no buttons, everything is digital. No, that sucks. No, I don't agree. That's a good way to go forward. I think that currently Porsche did an amazing job with this interior. You have lots of space, open space. Right here on the center you have lots of space to put your stuff. Space right here, space in the middle. This car has 3 screens, one at your front, one at your side, and one here, which is a 3D holographic screen for you to see all of your stuff on your windshield. This is awesome, and I think this is one of the best features on this car and one of the best extras that you can buy. You can buy it on cheap cars, you can buy it on expensive cars, but I think it's totally worth it. It's a bit more expensive. I think it costs 2,000-3,000 euros, but it's a really good extra to buy. Obviously, all the buttons on the steering wheel are Porsche made, so they are aluminium and they feel really nice. You have an assistant to talk to, like every other car. You have your Porsche symbol right here. As for the seats, they are cooled on these buttons right here, and heat seats. So they are awesome. They are ventilated, so you can feel the cool air whenever in the summer. You can feel the hot air in the winter. Also, they are totally made of leather stitching everywhere, leather materials everywhere, Alcantara on the top. You also have a panoramic roof, which is very comfortable, and a button right here where you can open it up and have an experience of more like a cabrio car. Yeah, this is a hell of an interior. This is really well built. From the vents that are also physical, they are not on the screen like most EVs nowadays. From the buttons, everything feels tactile, everything feels premium, everything feels Porsche. And thank God Porsche went this way and not the usual EV stuff where you have lots of screens like Tesla or even Mercedes, BMW with lots of screens and so boring interiors. That they try to be EV friendly, environmentally friendly, but at the end of the day, they suck, they are not practical, and thank God Porsche went with an amazing interior. Buy it, spec it out, because you will not regret it. This is incredible, especially on the seats. The seats are where you sit and where you look, and on Porsche, you can customize them. This one is no different. My dad went for a special customization. He writes Porsche here on the seats. These are the sport seats, not the bucket seats, but the sport seats. So it's like a medium turn between comfortable seats and sporty seats. He also engraved the Porsche badged in the leather. Awesome extra. Looks insane. Whenever you spec your Porsche, you spec it your way. That's why they build it like that. You pay the extra money. Yes, it becomes very expensive, but you get all of these fun extras, fun touches for your personality. They are totally worth it. If you want to know how do you adjust these seats pretty easily, you see these buttons right here. These are memory buttons for your electric seats. These are completely electric, so if you click right here, you will start to move. You can see moving into my father's position, driving position, and you have 3 memory settings. So you simply click the second option, and I will move into my city position. Totally automatic, and this is a very comfortable feature for this car. Another unusual thing on the interior is the way that you start your car. See if I can focus right there. Here is your shift lever. So press the brake, put it on the driver position. You probably see a D there. Yes, here again, I can put it on reverse and on neutral. So this lever right here, it's responsible for controlling your shift gears. Again, put it on drive, reverse, neutral, and then parking. Easy to do. And then to turn on your car is this button right here. No more turning on the key. Of course, it's an electric car. Turn off and on button right here. Off, cool animation for Macan. And that's it. That's how you turn on and off your Porsche Macan EV. This has all Bose speakers. And of course, as you can see, they look awesome and they are everywhere. You have another Bose speaker right here, another Bose speaker right here. Two Bose speakers there. You also have speakers on the back. I don't know if I can show you, but you have speakers on the back. You also have speakers right here. You can listen to incredible music. More speakers there, and speakers there. Speakers everywhere. Incredible, incredible. And I think that this Bose system is totally worth the money. If I enter here with my driving position, you can see that I have still lots of knee room. Again, I'm only 170 centimeters tall, so I'm pretty small and I have lots of knee space behind me. But if you are like, I don't know, 180 centimeters tall, you still have manageable space. One thing that this car is really good at is with the batteries. Because of the axles are so distant between each other, the battery is really well spread out. So your knees are not that tall when compared to other electric cars. So you're actually pretty comfortable on a 90 angle position with your knees. Very comfortable to sit on back here. You also don't have any type of storage space, only a bucket seat. Again, I don't know if it's because of the sports seats or because you have other options. It's another extra by Porsche. You have vents back here to control your AC. Nothing more. Oh, and two USB-C ports here at the back. All it's made of leather stitching, both speakers here at the back, two, again, so amazing sound speaking system. You also have lots of headspace, again, 170 centimeters tall, and I have around 7 to 10 centimeters of headspace. If you are a bit taller, maybe you'll need to grudge a bit, but no issues. And yeah, I would say that you have tons of space. You also have a armrest right here for your cup holders. You also have some space to access the boot, but very comfortable back space right here. Again, this is an SUV, so it's almost a requirement for you to have, but still, you have a very, very fast SUV that is very, very fun to drive, very, very powerful, amazing sound speaker system, incredible leather and finishing, incredible high quality interiors for 130,000 euros. Very, very expensive car, but at least you get what you pay for. And Porsche is still a Porsche. Good cars are still good cars, and they are still expensive. This car is a turbo model, as you can see, turbo. This one, this symbol right here, costs an extra 40,000 euros. Yeah, pretty nice, isn't it? Looks nice. Oh, if you're a girl and you know how to open this boot, looking at you, you just have this button right here at the bottom, click it, and you will open it. This is a pretty big boot. Unlike other EVs or unlike other hybrid cars, it does not have the batteries at the back. It has all the batteries at the floor of the car, so it becomes more stable, has more downforce. But this boot is pretty huge, it's pretty deep. It's a bit taller than usual, but it has no slump right here, so it's easy to take things out. You have also metal protections right here, not to scratch your car. And I would say it has around 500 liters of space. Oh, one cool feature that you also have here is the ability to recline the seats. Pull this tab right here, supposedly, and here they go. One, and here's the other. Boom. They are all manual, so this is a very expensive car, but no electric reclining seats. You have to go on the front and then pull them towards you. Let me just show you. One, two. Well, you buy a Porsche, you spend 150,000 euros, and you still have to do manual work. I would say that's a loss for you. But again, if you are not lazy, or at least if you are a bit lazy, you have also an option to recline the suspension, for example, to make it go lower. I know you can see on the video, it's like 10 centimeters, and then it will help you out to put your bags inside. And if you want to push it up again, just click the button, and yeah, that's it. Like 5 centimeters, Pretty strange. But to close it, you have this button right here, and you close the boot. It's also automatic. And it's done. You have a set of the cameras on the back, one right here, and then all the cameras around the car that will enable you to see a 360 view of the car. It's pretty nice, very, very high tech, this car. And finally, one of my favorite features of this new design on the back is this LED strip right here. This is really, really beautiful. And whenever it lights up in red, it looks awesome. Porsche has also designed a new thing that I enjoy a lot, which is this new Porsche writing on the back. It's much bigger than older cars, especially the old Macan, and it looks awesome. Whenever these lights right here at night creates a beautiful shadow, and the car looks very, very aggressive, very, very high tech. This is an EV, so it needs to look more high tech than usual, but still, I think that this is one of the best conceived cars at the moment by Porsche. This is designed up to be a ground-up EV, which is much nicer than other brands that create other SUVs that have a combustion platform and they have an EV platform and they have to look all the same and they need to work for all of them. In this case, no, it's a simple EV. Here's 3 things that annoy me on this car. Starting off with the fake vents on the back. As you can see, total plastic, no use case, just for looks. Am I 100% annoyed? Yes. Do I understand why they did it? Yes. So, I forgave you, Porsche. Still, $150,000 car? Fake vents? No. Do you see this? This is the button to open up the trunk. And as you can see, it's on the right side of this little panel right here. But on its supposed place, you have a camera. So whenever you want to click this button, the more natural place is right here. What I end up doing is touching up and fogging up the camera. Very, very annoying, and it happens all the time. Still, this is how you open this boot, guys. Like this. Not on the camera. Very annoying, Porsche. Very, very annoying, and something that is actually very easy to fix. This is the key for this Porsche. And this is the last annoyance that I have with this car. Can you see all these buttons right here? You have the trunk, you have the unlock, you have the lock, and you have the unlock the trunk. These are on a terrible place because they are completely switched up. Normally, you have the unlock the car on the top. Right now, you have it on the second place. Most of the time, you have the car on your pocket, the car key. What happens is, you try to click the car key on your pocket. Again, you have normally the unlock the first button. What you do, you click it. Look what happens. It opens up the trunk, the front trunk. Terrible idea, Porsche. This is something that I actually complained to the brand and showed my feedback because my dad has complained about this a lot. What happens is, come with me, is you open up the front trunk, and if you are in a garage that is tight spaced or does not have any type of space upwards because I have a closet or something, it will hit up with the front. And it has happened several times. I don't see if you have any type of damage on this car, but in the last year of use, it happened a lot. Just because you don't know how to put the placement on the key. The unlock button first, then you have the lock, and then you have the front trunk, and then the trunk. That easy. Oh, one thing, you have the black logo also from the turbo. Pretty cool. Again, no excuses, fix this on your next iteration of this key. At the end of the day, is the Porsche Macan EV a good car to buy in 2025? Well, I would say that yes, it's a very, very good car for you to buy. But it depends. If you have $100,000 to drop and you don't really care about that, buy it. Don't think about it. But if you don't, then this turbo version is a bit more expensive. And my biggest worry is how it will depreciate. Yes, electric cars, they don't age well because of the batteries, especially because of the batteries. Every single year, brands launch new battery technology, launch better batteries that last longer. And so my biggest concern is how long will this battery last? How long will this battery keep to be updated, or at least to be relevant in today's world? Because currently it has 100 kilowatts and this car weighs 2.3 tons, 2.4 tons. But maybe in 5 years, you will have a battery that's 100 kilowatts and it will weigh 1.8. And that's a big difference. 500 kilos is a big difference. I don't know. It's a very tough question. Still, if you have electric car incentives, if you want to buy an electric car, if you want to get your first EV, or if you want to get your first SUV that is also an EV, then buying this is an awesome option. This car is amazing. This car performs really, really well, has tons and tons of responsiveness. And on top of all of that, it's very comfortable, very, very high tech. You have this spoiler on the back that opens up and closes when you reach 80 kilometers per hour to give you more stability. It's also very, very fun to watch. You can also control it via the display manually. You also have tons of technology. You have lane control assist. You have heads-on displays at your front. You have tons in terms of cameras to give you a completely 360 view and a 3D view of the car. You have so many technologies embedded on this car that I would say that it's the car of the future. At least one of the best cars that Porsche has ever produced, and definitely the best EV. I think this one is miles ahead of the Taycan in terms of being a car, and it's more than just simply a fun car that is also very, very fast. I think this is more complete because it's an SUV, gives you a bit more utilities. It also has an off-road mode. I would say that don't try it, especially on the turbo version, because again, of the wheels. This car has a 22-inch wheels. Don't off-road this car, but the suspension is a bit higher, a bit more comfortable. If you put it on normal mode and the comfort suspension, it will be more comfortable on the road. If you have the smaller wheels, it will be even more comfortable. So I would say that this car for everyday use is an awesome option. And you have $100,000 and euros to drop, then buying Macan 4 might be a good option. If you are crazy about acceleration, then buying the turbo, well, it's at your own account. But I would say that it's so much fun, and I'm not regretful of buying this car, because whenever you step into the accelerator, you will have an insane beast at your hands that simply goes and goes and goes and goes and never stops. And so this was my review with a €130,000 car for last year. It has been very, very fun to drive. I will not lie to you guys. This is a really, really fun car, really fast, and really, really well built, especially on the inside. But still, an EV, still an SUV that is also very expensive. It has the issue that I've talked about while driving, which is the depreciation of this car. So I don't know if it's a good buy or not. One thing is for sure, if you want to buy an EV, and if you want to buy the best EV SUV in the market, the Porsche Macan Turbo is definitely one of them. Subscribe for more content on this YouTube channel. Subscribe for more car videos. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.